Bishotti with NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network. Jaguars head coach Liam Cohen said second-year wide receiver Brian Thomas Jr.'s shoulder is fine after taking a hard hit at minicamp. Elsewhere, Titans head coach Brian Callahan said that wideout Treylon Burks is ahead of schedule in his rehab from a torn ACL suffered last October. The hope is that he's cleared to go for training camp. Seahawks running back Kenneth Walker III has been limited in practice with an ankle injury. Head coach Mike McDonald said the injury is minor. Walker ended the 2024 season on IR with an ankle injury. 49ers head coach Kyle Shanahan said wide receivers Ricky Pearsall, who tweaked his hamstring in off-season workouts, and Jawan Jennings, who's dealing with a calf injury, will both be ready for training camp. Brandon Ayuk is recovering from an ACL and MCL tears and is not expected back before training camp. This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
This Father's Day at Lowe's, score free gifts for the greatest dad. Right now, get a free Blackstone 8-piece accessory kit when you buy a Blackstone 28-inch griddle. Plus, get 2 free Select Craftsman V20 tools when you buy an RP brushless drill and impact driver combo kit. Shop these deals and more this Father's Day at Lowe's. We help, you save. Valid through 6/15. While supplies last. Selection varies by location.
Life insurance. Why are you putting it off? Can't afford it? Too much hassle? Think you don't need it? There's lots of excuses for putting off life insurance. But if you weren't there, who would pay the mortgage and other bills? With Ethos, you could be covered in 10 minutes and boom, family protected. Ethos, fast and easy online term life insurance. Up to $2 million in coverage with no medical exam. Some policies as low as $1 a day. Answer a few health questions and get your free quote at ethos.com/score. That's ethos.com/score.
And we are the Imperial Valley's AM 1230 KXO Centro, California. It's a beautiful morning in my neighborhood. Yeah. It will get warm before we're through, but enjoy the morning. I'm Carroll in the newsroom. Jared, welcome back. Jared has been on assignment. Top secret assignment. We can't talk about it. So we'll just move on from there. And you're sworn to secrecy, right, Jared?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Shh. Mum's the word. Okay. In the news, I don't know if you saw this, but America's sweetheart, Olympic gold medalist Mary Lou Retton is now speaking out for the first time since her DUI arrest last month. Retton issued a heartfelt apology and vowed to make meaningful changes in her life. The judges scored her apology a 9.1. Would have been higher, but the Russians dropped her a couple of points. Okay. Oh, and new study out. I love these studies. Somebody apparently gets paid to do these studies. This study claims that poor posture caused by texting is becoming an epidemic. I'm not sure if I've been affected, but I have a hunch. Okay. Yeah, we might pass that off as our dad joke of the day, right?
There you go. Father's Day around the corner.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's see. We've got lots of things coming up. Tomorrow is Friday the 13th. So have you got any superstitions?
Not really. But should I?
I don't really. So, it's just some people do. Don't let a black cat walk in front of you. Don't walk under a ladder. If you break a mirror, it's 7 years bad luck. If you spill salt, you got to throw some over your left shoulder, or is it your right shoulder? I don't know, but if you throw it over your shoulder, make sure there's nobody standing behind you, right?
Yeah, don't get them in the eyes.
Yeah, that's where the bad luck comes in. If that 6'4", 280-pound dude is standing right behind you and you hit him with salt, right?
Not everybody takes kindly to that.
Yeah. Oh, and never open an umbrella in the house.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
All right, I'll keep those in mind.
Yeah. Well, those are just a few. I'm sure there are plenty more. How about some birthdays to celebrate today?
Birthday time.
Okay, sports announcer Marv Albert, yes, is 84. And actor Roger Aaron Brown, 76. Actor Sonia Manzano, 75. Drummer Bun E. Carlos of Cheap Trick, 74. Actor Timothy Busfield is 68. Actor Jenny Lee Harrison is 67. Actor John Enos, 63. Actor Paul Schulz, 63. Actor Eamon Walker, 63. Actor Rick Hoffman, 55. Actor comedian Finesse Mitchell is 53. Actor Jason Mewes, 51. Actor Timothy Simons, 47. Actor Will Horniff, 46. And let's see, actor Dave Franco, 40. Actor Luke Youngblood, 39. Local birthdays coming up.
Dear employer,
My name is Phil Martin.
My name is Michael Rostovich.
Ronaldo Bird.
Zach Dolizer.
I am writing to express my excitement at the opportunity to join your team.
As someone on the spectrum,
I may communicate in ways that are different from what you are used to.
I possess a unique set of skills
that sets me apart from other candidates.
Thank you for your consideration.
An autistic inclusive workplace is good for business. It's time to make a change. Learn more at autismspeaks.org/win.
Let's say happy birthday, Michael Glenn Goodspeed, Anthony Fernandez, Laura Villagomez, Andres Carreño, Patsy Dolente, Leonard Mendez, Lourdes Ortega, Federico Fernandez, Jessel Perez, Monica Gutierrez, Irene Shelton, Victor Cesena, Cindy Reyes, Judy Anderson, Linda Camarena, Sam Gaddis, Marissa Leal, Miliana, and Sam Lynn. Oh, and happy anniversary, May and John Woo. I saw May and John the other day, looking good. And, happy anniversary. Many happy returns. Okay, let's see. Graduations are over, right?
I believe so. That's it. They wrapped them up.
Okie dokie. And, we just move on from there. Funny thing about a graduation, it all begins after graduation, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Here comes the real world.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, let's look back in history. In 1965, the Beatles were honored by the Queen by receiving the Most Excellent Order of the British Empire medals. The Most Excellent Order, of course, the award given in memory of Bill and Ted, right?
Most excellent.
Okay, we've got real news if you're ready.
Real news.
World and California news headlines going to kick it off, all brought to you by the Imperial County Air Pollution Control District, delivering real-time updates about the air that we breathe.
CBS News Brief. It's unclear why an Air India plane carrying 242 people crashed right after takeoff in northwestern India, slamming into a residential neighborhood. The flight was bound for London. CBS's Chris Livesay is at Gatwick.
CBS was able to verify that the tail of the plane landed on what is a hospital. Several homes were destroyed and emergency crews are working at the site.
Sources tell CBS News Israel's getting ready to launch an operation into Iran. Our Olivia Gazis at the State Department.
Concerns about the possibility of an Israeli strike have been percolating for a while, with Israeli officials arguing that now is the time to strike Iran's nuclear program in its weakened state with its proxies effectively eroded.
The Supreme Court has unanimously agreed to give an Atlanta family whose home was raided by the FBI a new day in court. Agents pointed guns and set off a flashbang grenade, terrifying a 7-year-old before realizing they had the wrong house. CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
The Imperial County Air Pollution Control District delivers real-time information about the quality of the air you breathe. Visit the website at apcd.imperialcounty.org to stay informed about air quality around the valley. The website also includes information for upcoming meetings, programs, and there's access to the dust cams set up around the valley. Visit apcd.imperialcounty.org today.
CBS News Brief. It's unclear why
California headline news as protests over ICE raid arrests spread to other states. Another night of having a curfew in effect for part of downtown Los Angeles. LA County Sheriff Robert Luna continuing to urge protesters to make their voices heard peacefully.
There's a big distinction between individuals that protest and demonstrate to violent, destructive, basically anarchists. I mean, just creating that chaos.
And the White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt claimed many of those taking part in the LA demonstrations were paid to be there, citing pictures of their equipment.
You will see boxes and boxes of very professionalized masks and rioting equipment being dropped off for these protesters. So it's a good question the president is raising and one we are looking into.
Dozens of so-called No Kings protests will take place around the state this weekend, similar ones around the nation. Organizers saying they're counteracting the scheduled military parade in Washington to celebrate the U.S. Army's 250th birthday, also President Trump's 79th birthday. Jeff Scott, California News.
World in California news headlines brought to you this morning by the Imperial County Air Pollution Control District. Log on to imperialvalleyair.org. You'll get real-time information about the air that we breathe.
$5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right. You can earn real cash back with Upside just by buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up, and top users make $200 to $300 per month.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get real cash back? If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code BUMPER25 to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code BUMPER25 for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code BUMPER25 for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
And it is page one of the local news. Page one, a service of El Centro Motors Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers right now, the works. Car care package just $59.95 after a $20 mail-in rebate from Ford Motor Company.
KXO News. Accreditation. Imperial County Behavioral Health Services, they recently announced they have officially received accreditation from the Accreditation Council for Graduate Medical Education. Here is Adam Atadero with more details.
The accreditation is to establish a psychiatry residency program. This achievement follows a 2-year collaborative effort with the University of California at San Diego. It was made possible by a $2.5 million grant awarded in January of 2023 by the California Department of Healthcare Access and Information. Leticia Plancart Garcia, Director of Behavioral Health Services, says this is a significant milestone for her department and Imperial County as a whole. She also said it marks a moment of progress and partnership by investing in the education and development of future psychiatrists. They are also investing in the long-term health and well-being of the community. In the KXO Newsroom, I'm Adam Atadero.
Robotics team recognized. Imperial County Board of Supervisors recognized the Imperial High School Tiger Botics team. At the Tuesday meeting, the board congratulated the team for their history-making win. The Tiger Botics team is the first team from the Imperial Valley to win a regional robotics competition. The board noted the team's dedication, innovation, and teamwork that inspires the next generation of STEM leaders. KXO Local News Time, 7:42.
Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers have the best price on name brand tires guaranteed. Now we're talking Michelin, Pirelli, Dunlop, Bridgestone, Continental, and more. See a Quick Lane service advisor and get the best price guaranteed. Remember, Quick Lane services all makes and all models, and they're conveniently located in the Brawley Auto Center, at the Imperial Valley Mall, at El Centro Motors, and their new mobile service van comes to you with no added charge.
We have an update on yesterday's early morning two-vehicle collision. It was reported at 5:19 Wednesday morning. It was in the southbound lanes of Highway 86, south of the Border Patrol checkpoint. A big rig collided with a Jeep. The California Highway Patrol arrived to find both vehicles in flames. They say the big rig overturned under power lines. A light pole was also damaged. The preliminary report is that injuries were minor. As of 8:30 Wednesday morning, crews were still cleaning up debris from the collision. The Highway Patrol says the incident is under investigation. Summer reading program at the El Centro Public Library. They are kicking off their annual summer reading program. It began yesterday with a special appearance by Wild Wonders, an interactive show featuring exotic animals and educational commentary. The program will continue through June and July, offering activities for all age groups. There will be themed story times, crafts, reading challenges, live performances, and more, all at the El Centro Public Library for their summer reading program. That's it for page 1 of local news. Page 2 and the weather coming up next.
Page 1 of the local news, a service of El Centro Motors, Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. Don't forget they have mobile service vans that come to you. Call El Centro Motors and schedule an appointment. And don't forget about the works, $59.95, complete Motorcraft oil and filter change and checking up all the fluids, belts, and hoses. $59.95 after a $20 mail-in rebate from Ford Motor Company.
Finding a job is rarely easy. If you're looking to begin a new path toward the career of your dreams, America's Job Center is for you. Services available at America's Job Center are designed to get you job ready, trained, and connected to local employment opportunities. We can help you become certified for in-demand industries like healthcare, truck driving, welding, security, and more. Or if you're considering a career change, visit us to update your resume and learn about strategies that will help you get the job you want. Visit us at our centers in El Centro, Calexico, or Brawley. Or check us out online at www.ivworkforce.com to find out more. That's ivworkforce.com. Programs and services funded by the Imperial County Workforce Development Board. Let us guide you on your path to success.
It's page 2 of the local news, brought to you by Burgers and Beer. Serving the best burgers in town. They have daily lunch specials Monday through Friday. Happy hour 3 till 6 p.m. every single day.
Help for the food bank. Reductions in federal and state funding has impacted the Imperial Valley Food Bank. Here's Adam Atadero.
While more and more families are needing the help of the local nonprofit, it has become more difficult for the food bank to meet the needs of the community. This means fewer food deliveries and limited variety, with more families needing support. To help out, GAFCON and Cambria Hotel will host a night of giving on Wednesday, June 18th of 2025. The community will get together at the Cambria Hotel in Imperial. That will start at 5:30 p.m. A donation of $100 or more grants entry to the event. All proceeds will go directly to the families in our community that need help. According to the food bank, the reductions in state and federal grants will mean the loss of 1.4 million pounds of food, valued at more than $2.5 million. Any donation is appreciated. In the KXO Newsroom, I am Adam Atadero.
35 scholarships awarded. The Imperial County Office of Education Foundation for Education awarded the scholarships. $17,500 in scholarships went to 35 deserving high school graduates from across the county. Each student received a $500 scholarship to help offset the cost of tuition, books, and other expenses as they transition to higher education. The recipients represented 9 local high schools. All the recipients were congratulated by Todd Fennell, County Superintendent of Schools and President of the Foundation for Education. Phone scams continue. CBP is warning the public. Scammers are claiming to be Customs and Border Protection officers. They're calling people in an effort to gain any type of personal information they can. They are operating nationwide. The CBP says if you receive a call, hang up immediately. They say CBP and Border Patrol agents never call the suspects asking for identifying information, and they never request money over the phone, and they also never threaten citizens for any reason. Don't trust caller ID. Scammers can manipulate phone numbers. Never call the scammers back for any reason. If a scam is suspected, just hang up. If you want, you can report the incident to the Federal Trade Commission online. And I hear there's going to be 4th of July fireworks in Calapat. Oh, yeah, another spectacular firework event. It'll be in Calipatria. They host what has become the only organized fireworks show in the county on Independence Day now, and it is hosted by the City of Calipatria in collaboration with the Calipatria Foundation. The Valley is invited to enjoy the family-friendly event. It is held at the Cliff Hatfield Airport in Calapat. At 4 p.m., there will be firefighters water polo games. And then entertainment starts at 6 p.m. with fun and music. And there will be live music and a DJ. There will also be food booths, including food trucks, merchandise, and information booths. Sponsorships are still available. Contact the City of Calipatria for more information. The fireworks spectacular starts at 9:15 p.m. on 4th of July. KXO Local News Time, 7:49. We'll take a look at local weather up next.
Hungry for the best burger in town or an ice-cold beer? Did you know that Burgers & Beer has happy hour every day from 3 to 6? Get drink specials all day like Margarita Monday, Tonic Tuesday, Wine Down Wednesday, and Thirsty Thursday. Our June drink specials include White Claw Mango Mule and White Claw Pineapple Mule and Kona Big Waves for only $4.50. Don't miss our June plate special, the Southwest Carne Asada Burrito. Burgers & Beer, proudly serving you, your family, and friends since 1985. Open daily starting at 9. Burgers & Beer, for the best burger in town.
The National Weather Service says very little has changed since yesterday, with the subtropical ridge still centered west of Baja California. The dry air mass will also remain in place, allowing for continued clear to mostly clear skies. Temperatures will continue to run at least a few degrees above normal. Highs will be topping out this weekend near 113 degrees. Our high in the valley yesterday, 108, the overnight low, 71. Today will be sunny with a high near 108, southeast wind about 5 miles an hour. Mostly clear tonight with a low around 73, southeast wind about 5 miles an hour. Sunny on Friday with a high near 107, east-southeast wind about 5 miles an hour. Mostly sunny on Saturday with a high near 109, east-southeast wind about 5 miles an hour. Sunday, sunny and hot with a high near 113. West wind about 5 miles an hour, becoming west later in the day. Right now we have 80 degrees downtown, 47% relative humidity. Wind out of the southeast at 5 to 7 miles an hour. Air quality good everywhere except moderate in Nyland. Local news, page 2, and the weather brought to you by Burgers & Beer. It's the place for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Bring the family, meet your friends at Burgers & Beer. KXO AM 1230 presents Let Freedom Ring.
Today is the 4th of July.
It's the 4th of July. Celebrate Independence Day with 6 hours of music, stories, history, and special features. Let Freedom Ring on AM 1230, Thursday, July 3rd from 6 p.m. till midnight. And again on Friday, the 4th of July from noon till 6 p.m. Let Freedom Ring is made possible by these fine sponsors.
Your Allstate Insurance agents, Lucy and Ubi Bermudez and Dora Plancarte, Bessie and Company, and Duggins Construction.
Happy birthday, America.
Happy 4th of July. Let Freedom Ring. Celebrate with us.
Happy 4th of July.
It's America's birthday. It's Sports Time, brought to you by the newly formed Imperial Valley Healthcare District, combining 2 hospitals to better serve you. Well, the NBA playoffs continue. Yeah. The Indianapolis Pacers, Indiana, are now ready to take on the Oklahoma City Thunder. The Pacers, with a 116-107 victory last night, they're up 2 games to 1. And it's Game 3 of the Stanley Cup playoffs, the best of 7 series. It's 1-1. The Panthers and the Oilers tee it up tonight.
Big changes are happening in Imperial Valley. The newly formed Imperial Valley Healthcare District is paving the way for a healthier future. By uniting El Centro Regional Medical Center and Pioneers Memorial Hospital, we're creating a stronger, more connected healthcare system, one that's built to serve you. Together, we're expanding services, strengthening care, and building a sustainable future for all residents of Imperial Valley. The Imperial Valley Healthcare District. Stronger together, healthier tomorrow.
Taking a look at Major League Baseball, the Dodgers topped the Padres 5-2. They took 2 out of 3 in that best-of-3 series. Elsewhere, Pirates beat the Marlins 5-2. Phillies over the Cubs 7-2. Braves beat the Brewers 6-2. Guardians over the Reds 11-2. Blue Jays beat the Cardinals 5-2. Diamondbacks stumped the Mariners 5-2. Do I see a repeating pattern here? Angels nipped the Athletics 6-5. It was the Red Sox edging the Rays 4-3. Orioles beat up on the Tigers 10-1. Mets shut out the Nationals 5-0. Yankees topped the Royals 6-3. Twins over the Rangers 6-2. Astros over the White Sox 10-2. That repeating itself. And the Giants rocked Colorado 10-7. And coming up, from Oakmont Country Club in Pennsylvania, it's the U.S. Open. We will have updates throughout the day, today, tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday, right here on AM 1230 KXO. Scotty Scheffler is the bettor's choice. That's it for Sports Time, brought to you by the newly formed Imperial Valley Healthcare District. Stronger together and paving the way for a healthier future.
This summer at Grocery Outlet, get all the best wines at even better prices. Now through June 17th, you can save an extra 20% off every bottle we've got in stock during our wine sale, with hundreds of wines for every occasion. Don't get caught by the pool without a chilled rosé or your favorite crisp white. And bring along a smooth Cabernet for the summer barbecue or steak dinner. Don't wait. Hurry into your local Grocery Outlet before June 17th and save 20% on every single bottle.
Grocery Outlet Bargain Market.
It is time to take a look at the markets. It's financial news and a brief look at the weather, brought to you by Southwest Security, a locally owned company protecting you, your home, your business, your construction site 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. U.S. wholesale inflation rose slightly in May, driven higher in part by costlier goods. The latest producer price index, a closely watched measurement of wholesale inflation, showed that prices paid to producers rose 0.1% in May, lifting the annual rate to 2.6%, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics. Economists were expecting that prices would rise 0.2% from April and 2.6% for the 12 months ended in May. The upswing marked a turnabout from a 0.2% drop in April, which was driven largely by wholesalers and retailers' margins being squeezed, which economists attributed to higher tariffs. Meanwhile, Britain's economy shrank by the most in nearly 2 years in April. That's when President Donald Trump's tariffs also caused UK good exports to the U.S. to fall by a record amount. Gross domestic product contracted by an estimated 0.3% that month, after expanding 0.2% in March, according to the Office for National Statistics. That's the sharpest month-on-month decline since October of 2023. The drop was largely due to a contraction in the services sector, which took a knock after the government ended a tax break for some home buyers. But Trump's trade war also played a part. Rachel Reeves, Britain's finance minister, told Sky News that April had been a challenging month. Taking a look at the big board right now, well, investors just kind of wait and see attitude. The Dow right now off 2 points at 42,863. S&P 500 up 16 points at 6,038. And the NASDAQ is up 44 points at 19,658. Gold jumped. It's up $64.70 an ounce. Oil is down 58 cents a barrel. And stocks, Bitcoin, and gold are racing to record highs. Maybe. Keeping an eye on that and what's going around.
Southwest Security has been protecting properties 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, right here in the Imperial Valley and Coachella Valley. The mission has always been to protect your property, whether it's your home, business, or construction site. Your satisfaction is their #1 priority. Make that phone call today to protect your property by calling Southwest Security at 760-970-4500. That's 760-970-4500. And don't forget about Southwest Postal, your one-stop shipping center. Plus, they offer you 24-hour mailbox rental located at the corner of Heil and 4th Street in El Centro.
We will have sunny skies today with a high near 108. Southeast wind about 5 miles an hour becoming northwest. Mostly clear tonight with a low around 73. Southeast wind about 5 miles an hour. Friday will be sunny with a high near 107. East-southeast wind about 5 miles an hour. Saturday near 109. Sunday 113. 81 degrees, 46% relative humidity. Wind out of the southeast at about 5 miles an hour. Air quality moderate in Island, good everywhere else. And the traffic accident, 2 vehicles, Evan Hughes and Austin Road. No injuries are what we are seeing right now. Financial news and a brief look at the weather brought to you by Southwest Security and Southwest Postal Service, the only postal box service in the valley that offers 24-hour a day, 365 days a year service. Southwest Postal, 4th and Heil in El Centro. Just ahead, CBS News on the hour. We'll take you around the world and let you know what's going on.
The best oldies on the radio. On AM 1230, KXO.
This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by T-Mobile Business Advantage.
I'm Steve Kathan. India's Prime Minister says the crash of an Air India Boeing 787 bound for London is heartbreaking beyond words. More than 240 people were on board. At first, officials said no apparent survivors, but now one health official is quoted as saying one person did survive. CBS's Chris Livesay.
It crashed just shortly after takeoff from Ahmedabad. The nationalities of the victims ranged from Indians to British citizens, one Canadian, and several Portuguese people. Now, the plane went down in a densely populated area just outside of the airport. CBS was able to verify that the tail of the plane landed on what is a hospital.
Officials say there were casualties on the ground. Sources tell CBS News Israel is ready to launch a military operation against Iran. CBS's Olivia Gazis says it comes amid talks on Iran's nuclear program.
CBS News is told that Special Envoy Steve Witkoff is expected to travel overseas to Oman for a 6th round of nuclear talks with Iranian negotiators this weekend. This is coming as the UN watchdog in Vienna, the IAEA, this morning formally deemed Iran to be non-compliant with its non-proliferation obligations, and that opens the door to snapback UN sanctions that Iran is vociferously protesting, calling the IAEA's move political and biased, and all of it adding to the very complex diplomatic picture that negotiators are entering into, all overshadowed, of course, by this potential specter of military strikes.
Well, today a federal judge will hear California's challenge of President Trump's use of the National Guard and Marines to support immigration raids in Los Angeles. Reporter Pete Demetrio of affiliate KNX is in L.A.
Protests have definitely diminished in size, but you have also had an increase in the number of raids that apparently went on, including several churches here in Southern California.
In Texas, the National Guard is on standby as protests there have gone on. In Illinois, CBS's Jennifer Kuiper tells us
Chicago Mayor Brandon Johnson's chief of staff, Christina Passione-Zaya, says the city has received word that ICE tactical teams have been given notice to be ready to deploy, and they expect to see mini tanks. And
there will be other
tools that they use in which they plan to do raids, as we saw in Los Angeles.
In a unanimous ruling, the U.S. Supreme Court's giving an Atlanta family whose home was wrongly raided by the FBI in 2017 a new day in court. Lower courts had tossed out the case. Wall Street, the Dow is down 3 points. The S&P is higher. This is CBS News.
If you're 55 and up, T-Mobile has plans built just for you. Get the savings you want on America's largest 5G network. Visit T-Mobile.com/choice55 and start saving today.
If you're 55 and up, T-Mobile has plans built just for you. 2 lines of unlimited for just $30 a line. That's a 45% savings compared to Verizon and AT&T. But don't just take our word for it.
It's not just the savings that are great with our T-Mobile plan. There's all this value from all these other things that T-Mobile offers. T-Mobile has been such a savings for us.
We love it.
Switch today and get 2 free 5G phones like the Motorola Edge with Turbo Power Charge that gives you power for the day in just 15 minutes. And customers 55 and up can get 2 lines of talk, text, and data for only $30 a line. Go to T-Mobile.com/55 to learn more. It's 24 monthly bill credits and 2 new lines with autopay for well-qualified customers plus taxes, fees, and $35 per line connection charge. Credits end and balance due if you pay off early or cancel. Contact us plus $5 per line without autopay. Debit or bank account required. 45% off 2 lines versus AT&T Starter and Verizon Welcome. Plan benefits vary. See details at T-Mobile.com. Motorola Edge requires 68-watt charger. Chargers sold separately. Actual performance will vary based on usage and configuration.
It's been a busy week for the singing group BTS and some of their fans.
2 days after he was greeted by hundreds of screaming fans as he completed his mandatory military service, police in South Korea say a woman from China obsessed with BTS was caught trying to break into Jungkook's apartment in Seoul. She was arrested for trespassing after punching random numbers into a combination lock on his door. BTS mania has reached a fever pitch, with all 7 band members set to be discharged from the military by the end of the month. The group's agency has hinted at a reunion. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
The Indiana Pacers beat the Oklahoma City Thunder last night to take a 2-1 lead in the NBA Finals. The battle for hockey's Stanley Cup resumes tonight. Florida has a 2-1 edge over Edmonton. I'm Steve Kathan, CBS News.
And now, more of the best oldies on the radio.
Present to you with this year's Choice YouTuber Award,
Carroll Buckley.
Prepare to get rocked.
That was unbelievable. AM 1230 KXO. 1230 KXO.